What is up, YouTube? My name is Kelly Nomad, and today I'm talking to you about how I like to plan my hikes. Tomorrow, I feel like I'm gonna want to go on a hike in the morning before I head out to work. So, with that being said, I'm gonna show you what I do to find the best hikes possible. So, let me allow my screen recording to happen, and we'll get right into it. All right. So, as you can see, I have a couple of websites open. The first one that I have open is All Trails. I also have Gia GPS, and I have Caltopo and Google Earth. I like to have a couple of resources open every time just to make sure that I'm getting the best view, perspective, and knowing that I'm getting the best hikes possible. So I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna type in my area. No. And I'm gonna see what's around. I like to have a little bit more of a difficult height, so a moderate to hard height is more ideal for me. And I just start looking. I look to see what is around the area of hiking. So I'm gonna be working in like Glendale, Burbank area, Hollywood area. So I'm gonna look and right off of the back, if I see something in like Hollywood area that's more of like a sightseeing kind of hike, I'm gonna automatically throw that out because that's not what I'm looking for. I don't want to do the Hollywood hike. I think that is a little bit overrated and a lot of people do it. So I start to look at what looks like there's going to be a lot of people, but not also have a lot of people, if that makes any sense. So a place that has good reviews, but it doesn't look like it's going to be heavily trafficked because more people are planning on going to say Mount Hollywood Trail versus, I don't know, something in Glendale like Mount Thomas. So I'm going to be looking right here first. And the first two that come out are the Brand Lateral and the Brand Motorway. So I'm going to click on the Brand Motorway. It has 27 reviews. So let's see. It's a 7.2 hike. And it doesn't look like it's too steep based off of all trails. It's 7.2 miles, moderately traffic, out and back. So 7.2 miles with an 1,800-foot gain isn't too bad. I can see that I could take my dogs if I wanted to. It's good for hiking, mountain biking, trail running, wildlife. And now the best part about this is I love to go look at the pictures and I love to know what I'm looking at when I start getting into like hikes. So this looks like it's going to have a gorgeous sunrise and a gorgeous sunset. So then I'm going to continue to look. It looks like there is some vegetation there. And I love being anywhere with vegetation that doesn't look like I'm in a desert. I'm from up north. So I would go to Big Sur. I would go to Aptos, Santa Cruz Mountains, things like that. So I like to kind of find stuff that reminds me a little bit of home, but still I remember like I'm in the city. So I like to do that. This looks like a pretty cool hike. I'm actually going to write down the name. And the way I do it is I start doing things. I try to get about 5 to 6 um, hike locations. And then I will then go put them into other websites and keep going. So this one looks like it's a smaller hike. It's a 744-foot elevation gain. It's a trail loop, so it's going to be a lot smaller. Doesn't look like it's very steep. Looks like it's medium for like the steepness. There's a bunch of wildflowers. It's near Glendale. Dogs must be kept on leash. Accessible year round. Let's check out some photos. It looks more like a nice walk in the park with a little bit of a strain. So this automatically doesn't hit it for me. Kind of out. So I have one in the area. Woo, it's hot in here. All right. So now we start pulling this out a bit. So it looks like in Glendale there's going to be the Vertigo Mountains, and that's going to have a couple of hiking locations, which looks very, very nice. So I see another hiking spot down here. So let's see what's over here. Oh, actually, you know what? This Stew Canyon Trail, Stowe, whatever. Looks like a pretty cool hike. Okay, so it looks like it's an out and back, and it's a 6.7 near Burbank. Wildflowers, rated moderate. Number of activities year round. Dogs are able to use this trail, kept on leash. Bird watching, check for updates. So let's see what the photos are. So it looks like there is some trees and life. Doesn't look like there would be shade. It looks like there's a cool little like monument to check out. Looks like it has beautiful sunsets and sunrises, and not much vegetation. So you know what? This looks pretty cool. I wish it had more, but we're gonna write it down anyways, and we're gonna continue on. Scout camp. There's a scout camp location, and it's closed. So automatically passing it up. It's closed. So I have one hike. I don't think this one's closed. It doesn't say anything about being closed. And because all of the other ones are closed, I'm going to automatically check the latest comments. Love this trail. Love this trail. Love this trail. A month ago. Okay. Okay. So it looks like it looks like it's been used within the last month. A scout camp sounds pretty cool. So let's see. 9 days ago, nice trail on our way back. We went down to go up. The view worth it. Different trails can get bored. Okay, don't get bored. So it looks like it's been used. And as of 1 month ago, it's been used. 9 days ago, it's been used. So I'm gonna put down this place just so I can remember to look at the scout camp. All right, so I have two. I think I'm gonna go for the three, and then we'll just move on to the next part. And one hike that I've been thinking of doing, which just seems like a cool little hike, just because I've seen a lot of pictures, is the Old Zoo Trail, and we're gonna get you on that list just to make this list a little bit easier. It's a 7 mile hike. I think it is a loop. Yep, tracked loop, and it's 561-foot elevation. So now my favorite part. I'm actually gonna go. As you can tell, I was looking at another place. It's Brand Motor. All right, so it's right here. It was right near with the peak that I was looking at. So this is pretty cool. We're gonna zoom in a bit. It looks very like deserty, very barren. Just a couple of shrubs around the area. All right. Now let's go look up Old Zoo Trail. Yeah. If I did not have so many programs running, I think my computer would be so much faster. But because I have so many programs running, I'm running a video recording off of my computer, running this. It's going to be a little slow, so bear with me. So this looks like the old zoo trail area. It looks like there's a lot of trees, and that looks pretty exciting. Okay. I see that there's some trails around the area. I'm super into this so far, so we'll see, we'll see. And then the last one is gonna be Stowe Canyon, and it looks like this might be it. Burbank, okay, Stowe Canyon Park. So here's the park, and it looks pretty nice. So it looks like I'll be able to just go from here, start walking, find some parking, and just continue on with the hike. It looks like the hike might be going down this way a little bit. So I think that's pretty neat. Okay, so it looks pretty nice. And then now with that being said, I'm gonna go into Gia and I'm gonna go into Brand Motorway. And I just like having options. I like making sure that everything is still up to like what I expect. So in this area is gonna be where there's Brand Park. So it looks like this area is gonna be in, and it looks like it gets steep on this end. It looks mildly steep. So if I sound crazy when I'm talking, it's not because I'm crazy. Well, possibly, but I'm looking at the lines, topography, and I like to see how steep it is. So it's mm, mildly steep, I would say. I feel like a steep place is when these are super, super close. I feel like there's still a little bit of a gap. It looks like it goes from 1400 to 1600 in about 200, 300. I want to say it's hard to do it on a computer, honestly, just because I'm trying to record this. So in about 600 feet, I think if I did that right, possibly, I don't know. I'm not really trying to do it, but whatever. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be fairly mildly steep, so that's not too bad. Let's go check up Stowe Canyon. And it would have been nice if I was actually typing something. All right, and this doesn't look steep at all, so it's hard to believe that this went up to an 18. Here's the Scout Camp Trail, which looks like a nice little find. And just because I'm curious, super not steep. Okay. And last but not least, actually, to be honest, I think I've decided which place I'm gonna go with, and I think I'm gonna go with. All right, I think I'm gonna go with Stowe Canyon. It's an interesting little hike. So now, what I'm gonna want to do, and this is just because I'm weird. It's a 6.7 loop. It's we'll say 1800 roughly. And I like to make a little card of it because I like to also have field notes when I'm out there. I like to see what is good about the place, what is bad. I'm gonna also add to my list to make sure that I have it on my phone to know how to get there. And I like to name everything. So this is off to hikes that need to be completed. And then I'll send it to my phone if I need to. You can see my email. It's my YouTube email, so don't send me anything bad. So then, okay. So now I did this, and I'm looking at it. It looks fairly steep. I want to make sure about this, so I'm going to go back over here. And I wish it had latitude and longitude. Let me check if on the Burbank website it has it. Ooh, wrong thing. Does not, but it says, okay, it says the address. Okay, and it's not, it's gonna be on the fire road, so I don't think this is really gonna affect me on my hike. So now what I like to do from this point, I've seen stuff about it, and just because it's all about the videos and the pictures, I like to Instagram the area. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna actually stop screen recording. I'm gonna log in. We'll go desktop. There we go. Just because I'm saving my file to continue on with my screen recording, give me a second. So I think this is more of an intimate area look because there are people's faces that I don't have consent. So I'm checking it out. It does look like a beautiful area. It looks like there's some benches. It looks like it has beautiful views. I see people doing their yoga poses, posting their bike, seeing this beautiful like monument that's there. It's like a ruin kind of thing. And I think that I made a perfect choice. Now, with that being said, I'm going to make sure that I have everything that I need. So I'm going to see what's the weather like tomorrow. So let's check it out. I'm going to go back over here. Actually, I prefer to use my phone. Let's drop everything in the process of me grabbing my phone. That's fine. So I use Dark Skies for my weather app, and it is a paid one, but I think it's the most vital app you could possibly use. So let me search area, and I'll show you why I like it. Okay. So tomorrow is going to be 81 degrees at the max. So I'm looking at tomorrow's weather, and at about 8 o'clock, it's going to be 61. And up until 4 o'clock, it's going to be under the 80s. So I think that this is such a good app to use because it also has something called Time Machine. You're able to predict the future or like future expectations. So I'm going to be heading home in a while. So I use this app to make sure like how hot is it going to be? Is it going to be super hot? Is it going to be super cold? What to pack, and it helps with the idea. So tomorrow it's going to be pretty warm. So I know I'm going to hydrate today. I'm going to drink about a gallon of water today. And then tomorrow I'm going to start drinking my water as soon as I wake up. And I'm going to probably head out to the hike about 7:30 since that's when my wife goes to work. And while she's at work, I'll probably be hiking. And I think that's a good idea. And tomorrow I'm so excited to show you my hike and how I prepare. I'm going to start recording that tonight. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Tomorrow's a good hike and I can't wait to show it. And with that being said, subscribe, like the video, more to come. Have a great day and peace.